Hey, what's going on out there? It's Dr. Jason, naturopath. Would like to talk to you again about our naturopathic foundations. There's 9 of them I'm going through. Make sure you check out the channel, check out all of them. They're going to really help enhance the quality of your life. Today, let's talk about rest/sleep. Okay, one of my favorite things to help teach clients. One of the most difficult sometimes to solve, but one of the most powerful things we can do, bar none. I don't care what else you're doing in your life. Get better sleep. Did you know those that sleep the best and they optimize sleep get always the best health outcomes regardless of diet, regardless of their health condition, regardless of mental health? Sleep trumps everything. And you can take, in studies, they take 2 different groups of folks that eat the same amount of calories. Those that get better sleep, guess what? They're leaner automatically every single time in every single study. Sleep does so much for us. Like, I would need literally like a 7-hour video just to crack the surface of it. So instead of getting into all those, let's just talk about a couple. One is what's called insulin sensitivity, right? When we consume meals, we get insulin. Insulin is a satiety hormone. It also communicates to the cell on to storing nutrients, all this other cool stuff. But the more you secrete, usually the worse off you are. You get insulin resistant down the road. That can lead to prediabetes and even type 2 diabetes. It also promotes inflammation in the body. It promotes a lot of bad stuff, basically. Let's leave it at that. So when we get better sleep, better insulin sensitivity, you also get the flip side of that is a better glucose tolerance. In other words, when we consume carbohydrates, sugars, hopefully healthy sugars like fruit for you, healthy starches like a sweet potato, stuff like that, even vegetables and beans, those have some good sugars and starches in them. Those are going to go toward muscles instead of fat. And again, we're talking about the equal calories here, guys. We're not talking about dieting, which you shouldn't be doing. Dieting, we'll talk about that later, but that reduces a lot of our hormones in our body because you're withdrawing food. It's going to conserve, okay? So we're not talking about dieting. We're talking about eating a healthy diet, appropriate portions for you, sensible portions. And again, in these 2 different groups and studies, those that got the better sleep, their glucose from their diet went into muscle tissue, right? And muscle tissue is a big furnace. It can burn that off. Even if you're not lifting all the time, muscle is still very biologically active compared to adipocytes, which is your fat tissue, okay? So let's get better sleep. How can we do that? Number 1, non-negotiable, okay? Ready? Non-negotiable. No screen time before bed. You can't do it. Don't do it. I don't care what your excuse is. Stop it. There's no excuse anymore. Get an old-fashioned paperback. Get a magazine. Draw pictures. Write in your journal. Do whatever. Do yoga. Whatever. Get away from screens at night, guys. Okay. Roughly after about 9:30, max 10 o'clock, you got to stop telling your brain that, hey, it's daylight. That's what you're doing. All that light from that phone, it's daylight out. Your body is not going to want to calm down, especially your mind, your brain. And you mess up your hormones, okay? And your hormones have a diurnal secretion. They're supposed to have a wave-like effect. They're supposed to get very consistent with sleep and wake times and meal times. Your life should be somewhat predictable, to be honest with you. That's how we get good health outcomes, because we get a rhythm. Our body knows what to expect. When it doesn't know what to expect, guess what? Stress, cortisol. It's like, what's going on? I don't know what to do. Survival. I'm going to shut down the thyroid, on and on and on. So I want you to work on consistent sleep and wake times, but we've got to get rid of screens at night. No exceptions, non-negotiable. Got to do it. All right. There's no workaround here. Got to do it. It can take a little bit to get used to, because you might be a little bit dependent on that, right? It could be a big comfort for you. I get it. Okay. And I'm with you. I have a lot of empathy, by the way. I'm not here yelling at you. I'm with you. We're walking alongside each other on this journey. Okay. But still, tough love. I've got to be real with you. No screen time at night. All right. So let's get that sleep. And then ideally, if you have a colder climate, sleep with socks on. That's been shown to really help get better sleep at night. You can look at chamomile tea before bed, kind of get your routine going. Chill out. Again, I'm big on deep breathing before bed. That really calms the nervous system. I'm big on some restorative yoga, not high-powered strength yoga, restorative yoga. Getting those restorative positions like happy baby, child's pose, things that chill you out. Okay, let's work on that sleep. And just keep working at it. It's going to take weeks, if not months, to get all those hormones to kind of work together. But you got to start somewhere, okay? All right, keep going and stay tuned for more naturopathic foundations. Have a great day. Bye-bye.